Episode 3 ile devam ediyoruz. Daha doğrusu Episode 4'a geçtik. Episode 4 ile devam ediyoruz. Bu da 5. bölüm galiba. Giriş yapmayı bilmiyorum. Merhaba. Girdik. Video girişi. Cerkut. Her neyse. Geçelim.
I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
Ya siktir git.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Bunu
Right now,
izledik.
it's very important
Olur,
that you
okuduk.
stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Sikiyim böyle şizofreni. Salak. İnanmıyorum. Karanlığın oyunu.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Kapıyı aç sikerim ha. Aç aç.
Good evening, Alan.
Şerefsiz
Are
ya.
we feeling
gidiyor.
better now? Feeling calm?
Ha sakinim.
I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, will do you good.
Hadi gidelim.
This
Oh.
corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Yoda. Bu ne amına koyayım? Bak karanlık. Ay ay. Bas şu tuşlara bas. Kaç kat var lan burada? 3, 2, 1 böyle mi?
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
Tamam Alice'in öldüğünü ben de biliyorum.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an
Ölmediyse de
obsession about light and darkness, a
çekip
feeling that
kaçmıyor.
everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams.
Ya siktir. Ne anlatıyorsun? Yumruk
Your
attık diye
mind has
hazırlıyorsun.
constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Evet. Tam olarak öyle oluyor. Biraz derici olabilir ama. Evet. Denemeyeyim lan. Yok ya değil. Aç
Go this
sikeyim
way, Alan.
kardeşim.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
Ferrari. Amına koyayım, her yeri kilitlemiş piçi ya. Bari termos ver. Gideyim konuşurum o zaman hadi. Sevgili bir dost şair anısı. Tamam. Umarım Zeyn arasında değildir. Thomas Zeyn mi? Değildir ya.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind?
İyi.
You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this.
İyi.
Everything can be explained
Zihnimdeki dağılma.
logically.
Havada kararıyor.
Never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way, follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying?
Evet.
Because you don't want to admit that you're not well. It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I
I dug
can't
my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of
myself.
my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Now here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Selam hemşire.
Scary, scary, scary.
Termos.
Emerson,
Ne yapayım?
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you
Selam
have it.
teyze, ne yapıyorsun?
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry.
Oturuyorsun. Dede ne yapıyorsun?
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Selamun abi. Bu bizim radyocu amca değil mi?
might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
My rheumatism's killing me.
Bu dizileri de mi
There's a
deli?
storm coming. Oh, what a storm. I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Hı hı. Elimden almak istiyorsunuz değil mi? Yazdığım şeyler.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer. Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Işık ne vuruyor?
Hey, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla! We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up. Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words. Or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Anderson'lar zaten. Odama döneyim.
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Bert. The storm's bound to make you know
Something's
who
wrong.
jumpy. You know.
I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
Bu Zeyn olabilir mi?
I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think
Yeah,
I'm any
bu yüzden
closer
ben.
to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Bir hafta içi o kaybolan bir hafta herhalde. Neyse termos alalım. Termos her durumu sakinleştiriyor ya. Termos ya. Aha. Vision 3'yi de bulduk. Değil mi? Vision 3 bu. Aynen. Hiç kaçırmadım ha Vision'ları. Bunların hepsini sırayla izleyeceğim yayından sonra. Size Vision'dan Vision Two Vision 3 Alan Wake diye yazarsanız çıkar herhalde.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
Hadi Wake.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
I don't know.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir. Oh, afraid of the...
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practice hand.
Lan. Beri hala bizim al.
Brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
Anahtarı ben neden aldım oğlum açamıyoruz. Lane. Anderson. Lane. Emerson ve kaybolan insanların isimleri mi sen? Tamam.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it,
Şey
the
var.
clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along. The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
All the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all.
can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Not buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How's your fragile little patience like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Tüm konuşmaları dinlemiş bulunduk. Önemlilerdi, dinledik.
Hartman wasn't happy. Maud could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Bayıl amına koyayım
Wake,
şunu.
listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Hak etti piç. Bak nasıl gidiyor, nasıl gidiyor, nasıl gidiyor. Kitapta okumuştuk gülme şeyini falan.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning, even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Sadece 6 mermi mi kaldı? Bütün notum boşa gitti. Açabilir miyim zindan? La bari lootumu toplasaydınız.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Light lazımsa üst kata çıkalım değil mi? Light lazımsa burada çık. Üzgünüm ama karısının ölümü gerçek olabilir bu arada. Tam her şeyin yalan olduğuna ben de katılıyordum da. En başından beri. Oğlum. Güzel oluyor. Player aldık bir tane. Buralarda dokunulur. Ya flare'ı da burada kullanacağız, tamam. Zorunlu olarak kullandık bunu.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were.
Kafamın üzerinde ampul kırıldı lan. Burası da açılmıyor. Uyan. Ben şöyle alayım kendim. Gel gel. Gel. Hoppala. Kaç. Arka odayı kontrol etmem lazım. Anası kim açılmıyor kapı. Öldük. Öldük. Çok kötü olduk. Neyse. Geriye dönüşmek yani. Direkt çıkacağız buradan ya. Böyle bir yaklaşalım. Ananın. Canımın bir de yarısını aldı ya. Ha bir de burada duracağım önünde. Doju'ya kapıyı koyacağım. Gel gel. Lazımsın ya buraya doğru gelirsen. Tamam. Kapıya vurursan şimdi. Gel. Şuraya gel. Tamam. Gelemiyor ki. Gel. Hop merhabalar. Tamam, kapıyı da açtı.
Al, I'm here.
Aha, flashlight'ı var. Koş üzerine koş.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Ölürsün mal. Neyse arabaya.
Oh God! Look at the house,
Çok pis arabaya var. Gidiyorum da. Evinin kapıyı da.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry,
Of.
I don't have a light.
Take
Ben
this,
şu.
Al. Oh God! Look at the house, Al.
Tamam. Evet.
Come on, Al, we gotta go. It's not much of a maze. I made it real easy. Oh, geez, Al, the house looks bad. Let's get out of here.
Tamam, güzel. Bahçede ilerle. Ay, ay.
Al, hurry up! I can hear those evil guys moving around.
Onları öldüreceğiz.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
İyi gelmiş. Bizim Anderson'lar o ya.
Al, be careful! I can see them moving around. They're coming for you.
Anladım canım benim. boss tarzı bir şey var gene nerede ya? Bum. Çok iyiyiz be.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Bu kadar uzun yol düşman olmayacak. İmkanı yok. Aha. Oha oğlum. Combo yapıyorlar herifler ya. İlkini yedim ya orada bir iş bitti ki benim. Hadi bakalım. Bak. Olması gereken senaryo buydu. Şu mod yazısını aldık mı?
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him.
Tamam. Almışız. Tamam. Adamın karısını almak nedir ya? Email made Tom Doerr mi? Ha, yazmaya devam ettirmişti ya Tom'u. Şöyle. Geri gidip canım fullamayacağım. Siktir et zorlanma. Derken aldık. Fişek tabancası maalesef. Hoppala, havai fişekler. Pompalı tüfekler, bütün bataryalar. Kahve termosumuzu da aldık. Let's fucking go da arkaya da bakacağım. Hop, sayfa.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Amcık. Geldik Bericim, geldik.
You're alive!
Ha, kapıyı aç.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, I'll find it, don't worry about it!
Yani korkutmuyorsunuz lan beni. Şöyle bom. Şöyle bom. Dur. Bom. Oha. Al lan. Ananı satayım. Baltaya gittik ya. İlk o zaman bekle. Daha iyi atabilirim. Yaklaşsınlar biraz. Oğlum bu ne? Yani. Zorlandım da.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Mantıklı bu arada adamın bir şey. Komik ama mantıklı.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Oğlum arabayı süren sensin, sen mi koydun? GG gitti araba. Ay.
God damn it, Al, talk to me.
Ne var ne? Adam hala konuşmanın
I had
peşinde.
lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Ha, şu eşyayı full her zaman kaybetmek çok baymaya başladı ama ya. Tüm eşyalarımı kaybettim.
You're okay. Jeez, it's good to hear your voice. I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop. Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that. Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down though. It's like a sheer wall.
Ya, silahım gitti. Amına. Ay ay. Oyun cidden çok güzel de şu lootların böyle kaybolması. 50 saat loot yapıyorsun. 50 saat silah şunu bunu topluyorsun.
There's something moving down
Aa
here.
şu düştü bu düştü.
Barry, it's
gitti.
taken. Use a flare, Barry.
Yeah!
Barry, are you all right?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
İndirdi lan. Öyle.
You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's a Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up.
Elinde de benim fotoğrafım. Elinde benim billboardumla geziyor. Manyak amına koyayım ya. Silah olarak kullanacak herhalde. Demişken bizim de silahımız yok. Oğlum üzerime onu yapma fırlatma. Sal lütfen sal beni ya. Oğlum. Aha. Işığımız var da. Bize silah lazım. Termos. Hayatımı riske atıp almam lazım. Ananın. Gerçekten hayatımı riske atacağımı bilmiyordum. Bir termos için. Harbiden hayatımı siktim bir termos için. Biraz zorlu sanki ya aslında. Oh shit. Cover al, cover al. Cover al, cover al, cover al, cover al, cover al. Kaç. Oğlum her şeyimi alıp buraya beni nasıl atarsın oyun ya? İçeri giriyorum oğlum. Sayfanın parlaması yalnız. Bunu açalım tekrar. Verecek bize burada şimdi bir şeyler de. All
When he
Trender.
stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tear.
Item. Nerede yedik ya? Hiçbir şey vermiyorlar. Hiçbir şey vermiyorlar. Ve hala köpek gibi beni arıyor bir şeyler. Ya baksana şuna. Bu ne oğlum? Haha. SOS. Çerez. Gel. Vagon fırlıyor üzerime. Vay amına. Giremez ki buraya. Anladım. Nasıl girdin lan? Harikasın ya. Fener benim yerime oynadı. Kafama çarpıyor. Ben piç miyim, beni sağa sola vuruyorlar. Ananın. Oğlum yeter artık. Vurma ya artık.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Flashlight. Neyse hala hayattayım. Yehu.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred.
Ya öldürecek misin bunu? Mal. Kim öldürüyor? İyi bari. Buradan düşüp gelebiliyormuşuz da. Elimize ışık verin.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Trust no one in the dark. Okey. Aynı catchphrase'i kullanıp durma yeter. Kaç saattir aynı oyunu oynuyorum zaten. Alt açırtıklarımı. Dümdüz yürüyelim. Çünkü... Okey, yapma ya. Yapma ya. Oğlum bu ne? Bak nasıl takip ediyor ya? Ne yapayım oğlum ben burada?
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Ah, kem ağzını sikeyim. Stamina biriktir. Yani mesafe fena değil. Mesafe fena değil. Oğlum izin ver. İzin ver. Bunu koyacağım ama. Ya izin araya silah ver. Sikeceğim ha oyun gibi. Bir de balta geliyor ya. Ya bu kadar baltayı nereden çıkarıyorsun? Amına kodum. Bir de buraya da mı koydunuz? Bak bak bir adam. Sinirleniyorum ha.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead.
Çok ağır sinirleniyorum.
I
Sikeceğim.
had no choice.
Bak bak. Bu ne oğlum? Yapma yapma yeter. Kaç kişi takip ediyorsunuz beni ya? Bu ne oğlum? Bari az koy. 2 tane koy. 3 tane koy. Anasını siktimin yerine ulaşana kadar ne yapayım ya?
Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
3-5 tane değil 1 milyon tane atıyordu abi de. Siktir git. Ya siktirin gidin. Salın lan peşimi. Bari batarya verseydim. Amına koduğumun oyunu. Vurmayın sikerim. Sikeceğim oyun gibi ya. Flashlight'la 6-7 tane üzerine düşman atıyor. Flashlight ne yapayım?
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Silah milah ver artık. Amına koyayım. Güçlü. Ya bak lityum pille en azından şunu vermiş olsa gene geçerim tekte. Ulan eline pil bile vermiyor. El feneri. Bir el feneriyle kaldık tekrar. Evet, devam. Ne diyeyim? Silahını nasıl düşürebiliyorum? Amına koyayım.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I'd seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the page. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free. It is on my path. The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Termos sorusu. Ne termosmuş abi? Buraya da bir bakmak lazım. Baktık. Termosumuzu da aldık. İlerleyebiliriz. Oyun neredeydi de geri aldık. Son bir mermi. Ve ikili şu. Bir mermi ikili şu. İki olsa iyiymiş. Bu ne? Ananı sikeyim. Bu ne gene? Bu ne? 4 tane düşman atıyor üzerine. Küçücük alanda 1 santim ötesiyim. Ver işte şunu. Atmıyorum fight. Siktir. Öldür duruyor. Ok gibi oynadı. Çok saçma. Bari trap atma da dümdüz koşayım. Bu kadar koymanın gereği var mıydı? Bu kadar baymanın gereği var mı yerinde? Damla bırakmak yerine. Ananın. Sağda varayım artık şu. Bu ne oğlum?
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it
They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friends. Suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Ben de. Aga. Nalları dikti. Ay. Ben gideyim ben artık. Ama buradan nasıl çıkılıyor? Ha?
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
Bir hafta yazıyoruz. Sonra bayılıyoruz. Ve yazdığımız hikayeyi bozmaya çalışıyoruz kısaca. Tabii bunu ne kadar...
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Ah, de, GG. Arabayı nasıl
The
kullandı?
front door was locked. The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast. For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could...
Barry'i öldürmediyse bu...
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Termos. Şurada ben termos çiğnediğimde 50 tane tek çıkarsaydı önümde var ya. Hak ederdim. Araba nasıl kayıyor oğlum böyle? Bu arabanın kaymaması. Bu araba trak böyle şey. Ve elbette bu evi kontrol edeceğiz. 4x4 her türlü daha iyidir. Bak, yukarıda diyor. Tabanca parasını aldım. Çıkalım. Bunu ver bana. Çok daha iyi tutuyor bu. Tamam, farklı arabaya geçeceğim ama. Şöyle çıkayım tekrar. Ya buraya defalarca çıktım ama her çıktığımda farklı bir şey vardı. Av tüfeği. Oy oy oy. Bunun kaç mermisi var? 6 mermisi var. Av tüfeğinin 14.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning, at the very least. Pertaining to that...
Bu kadar şey verdik kanka. Bir şekilde geri alacağız ya. Hakkı da alsın. Sürsen şunu. Sürsen şunu. Kanka bay bay kanka. Neyse ki bu araba bayağı az. Oo, drift'e bak. Sanki BMW sürüyoruz. Eğer illa arabayı bırakıyorsam bunları öldürüp bırakıyorum. Tamam. Ne? Bug'a bak. Ne oldu lan orada? Neyse, klip çıktı. Nasıl klip alıyorduk? Böyle mi? Alamadık ki.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning, at the very least.
Gidelim havalar bu. Ya ben bir şey deneyeceğim. Vermiyorum lan. Player'ımı da. Şakadan abi. Hadi hadi. Arabayı çizmeyi sikerim abi yani. Hadi bay bay. O flare yok atacağım ya. Oğlum araba yol tutsana lan. Araba böyle değil mi oğlum? Yok ebesinin nikahı mı? Yok. Yok harbi ebesinin nikahı mı? Devam edelim.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
Işık geldi.
God damn!
So glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Hodgson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks! Hey, Al! Did you notice this other panel? This place is stopped! Al, hold on! I'm trying to get the stage lights on! Yes! Here we go! Barry Wheeler to the rescue! Oh, damn it! Damn turn-of-the-century wiring! Hang on out! I'll get them working again!
Amına koyayım bu ne? Çok. Ya termos için sattım orayı.
So glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Hodgson.
Ama tekrar olsa
Shut
tekrar
up and
yaparım.
shoot!
Anladım.
Al! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Ammo and stuff around? This place is stopped! Hold on! I'm trying to get the stage lights on! Yes! Here we go! children of the elder god! Try it, god damn it! Oh, did I do this?
Oğlum bu ne bu kadar fazla ne gerek var? Bir iki dakikada sürüyor.
Why do you keep doing this to me? Do it for Barry, please, please, please! Oh, if I buy it, this is pretty much how I always wanted to go out. Rock and roll! Back in the game, yes! Oh, I missed.
Oha. Güzeldi bayağı ama fazla. Öf. Zorladı lan.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Ay.
See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all the time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Bu arada kesinlikle şuraya bir trofi lazım diye. Mükemmel sahne yapmışlar. Anladınız? Evet. Hadi geçelim şuraya artık.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive in the mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff.
Tabii
They must
başarmış.
have done okay for themselves. So how come I never heard of these guys?
Sleep. We all spend a third of our
Night
dreams in
Springs.
that soft
Man,
embrace. Somewhere
brings back
between
memories.
fantasy
Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
in Night Springs. Tonight's episode. The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. Hey, Jones, right? Listen.
Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He's
Neden karakter yerine?
all of this. But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming.
Bir an hareket arıyor.
Isn't this my dream? Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
think we can make it through here, Al?
Oğlum bu ne ya? Ne kere 1000 tane koymuşlar. Şu fullensin bari. HDVD. Bravo. Takip için teşekkürler.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff. Be careful, Al!
Be careful demeseydin.
Keep your eyes open, okay?
Evet, bu katta da bir şeyler vardır. Dikkatli. Ne vardı orada? Parladı. Ha, silonun kapısını açmak için çıkıyormuş o. Hani ben sadece loot yapıyordum ya bir de. Dayanıklı el feneri zaten elimdeki. Orada hani stage'de bulamadıysan diye mi konuşuyor?
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Dear Fest is almost here, isn't it? Bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy.
Ver şurada mu?
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Bununla mı gideceğiz? Olabilir aslında. Neyse ben salon kapısını açtım. İçeride duvarla fight attırmak nedir böyle? Benim. Hop. İndirdik. Ya bir silo kapısı açacağım. Street. Bir de havada havalı giriş yapıyor. Ha. Kapıyı nasıl açacağım ben? Bakalım belki. Bir yolunu buluruz abi. Şu snake sesi.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Hey, let's go, man.
Burayı zaten unutlamışımdır bence. Kitlemiş bir demek. Öyle. Hadi.
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Lan atışıyoruz ya da. Bizden yardım isteyecek mi ya?
Come on, one more gate. Do this thing.
Ha, nasıl? All God's know the truth. Okay.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
Sen yap onu da ya. Valla bak. Bir şey de sen yap ya.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Tamam. Bayağı uzun bölüm oldu. Burada 2 saat olur neredeyse. Belki keserim. Ama büyük ihtimalle kesmem. Olduğu gibi koyarım.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be... What's her face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be. The record's probably just a little dusty, Al. Give it a little thump. I want to hear this song.
Okay. We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
I'm sorry about Alice. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Şunca şeyin ortasında cidden hangover'ım. Afiyet olsun dedi.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
Us.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
Bitiyor galiba.
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. We'll know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my barber a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
Hikaye çok iyi lan.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Az. Buldu ya adam bizi. Episode 4 bitti. Bayağı iyi bu arada. En iyi episode bence bu olabilir, bilmiyorum. Çok zevkliydi ama. Yorgunluktan çok konuşamıyorum. Burada bitireceğim. Yarın muhtemelen YouTube'a bir tane Alan Wake videosu yüklerim. Ondan sonra da yarın tekrardan yayın açarım. Oyunu bitiririm. Alan Wake 2'ye de başlarım bunların bölüm yüklerken. Bunların bölümünü yüklemeyi bitiren kadar da herhalde zaten Alan Wake 2 de bitmiş olur. Onu da yükleriz. Bir yandan da Kine'yi de bitirmemiz lazım. Bakalım hadi. Şu ana kadar izlediyseniz sağ olun. Ben zıbarmaya gidiyorum.